there is a chance that you run into some forced lines. On.
Okay, and as I predicted, Magnus Carlsen shows up exactly 5 seconds after the game begins, puts down his water bottle, takes a sip of the other one, and the big moment. What will we see from Magnus on the first move? Anything is possible, from e4 to d4 to c4 to something offbeat like b3. Nothing can be ruled out. Anything can come from the laboratory, the feared laboratory of Magnus Carlsen. That opening kitchen has produced so many finds, so many dangerous weapons over the years. And yesterday, Magnus played an excellent opening. He got exactly what he wanted, and his loss could not have been further removed from what happened in the opening. But definitely, as usual, Magnus not in a hurry to make the first move.
Yeah, and Vincent was kind of staring at him for 1 or 2 seconds. And Magnus again does the Jadoubing story. Yeah, it almost looked like he touches the C pawn or yeah, something on the queen side, but not yet.
He pump faked us. Okay, that's more like it. I believe that is 1 e4 from Carlsen. Vincent responding with e5. And the second question, Rui Lopez, Italian, Scotch, Ponciani. What are we going to see?
Well, I'm basically expecting a Spanish most probably. But you never know. I mean, Magnus can play anything.
Yes, great call, Peter. It is a Spanish.
It's a Spanish, yeah. Not a big question. Which line of the Spanish, yeah? Usually Vincent had been playing the Marshall, which is very much Magnus's.
Knight f6. And we've seen the deferred exchange in another matchup. Bishop takes c6 in this line. We've seen a lot of d3. And I believe that is, in fact, d3. This has been very fashionable, Peter, in this tournament. I think d3 has outweighed castle short in popularity in the World Cup. And Magnus, following the trend there, the early d3 line can no longer be called, I think, rightfully a sideline. It is on par, I think, with castle short as the main line.
Yeah, but it's a little bit surprising because Vincent is the one who usually plays after castles bishop e7. He's not opting for the open Spanish with knight takes e4. Yeah, and usually there is this argument that this case then white castles, and after bishop e7 plays the move d3, and black has committed the move bishop e7. Yeah, that's kind of the usual wisdom, because if you do play the move d3 immediately, then black can eventually also go for b5, bishop b3, and bishop c5, which is a very ambitious way of meeting any d3 kind of move orders.
Yeah, I've heard that b5, bishop c5, and this word is in major air quotes, the way to try to punish white for playing the early d3. Of course, this is another ploy by Magnus because no matter what you do, Magnus will see the correct path forward. Rook b7, threatening rook b8 check, and bishop g2. Rook returns, captures g7 with a fork on the rook and the bishop. Vincent might resign here.
Yes, you basically have to design. No matter how much it hurts, there is nothing you can do.
We can all sympathize with the pain. The pain is immense. The pain of knowing that you had that chance. It was right there. But it's up to the greats and to the chess professionals to push that pain away. It's a 1-1 score. They're going to play a tiebreaker tomorrow, and there's the handshake. Magnus Carlsen wins on demand. He defeats Vincent KEYMER after his loss yesterday with a beautiful endgame display and takes this match to what is going to be an incredible tiebreaker tomorrow.
And now I'm curious whether will Magnus show the move knight takes e4 to Vincent, or they will not talk about the game anymore.
Let's see. They're setting up the pieces. Doesn't look like there's any conversation between the players right now. Yeah. Looks like they'll set up the pieces and head to their respective hotel rooms.
And there is also the drawing of lots of the tie breaks immediately. I think this is what they're gonna do now.
Ah, so who plays white in the first game?
Exactly.
Man, what a tiebreak match this will be. Whew. Crazy.
Well, now obviously Magnus has the upper hand. Psychologically bouncing back.
And there it is. Looks like Vincent will have the white-black pieces to start their two-game mini-match. Yes, Magnus will have white, Vincent will have black, and they will be playing the two-game rapid tiebreaker with the time control continuing to decrease with every 1-1 tie. The arbiter there explaining their rules. Both players understand, and now it's time to rapid continuation